Hey guys, Destin1 here, and welcome back to another episode of Feasting and Beasting. Yes, that is actually what I'm going to call this FTB series. Because we're going to be doing two things. Feasting and getting awesome things done. But I was just looking at this and I realized... I, I was looking around yesterday and didn't look that great. It was alright. It's an island, so it was kind of cool. Then I just noticed this, and that's really cool. And as you can see, I set up a little farm here. Uh, Actually, the water was already like this before I got here, which was kind of strange, but it was awfully convenient actually, because I didn't even have to make a bucket to move any water or do around the edges like you normally do when you start out. It was just all laid out like this. I just had to hoe the ground. And as you can see, we've got a few different kinds of seeds here. There's the normal seeds, and then we've got, I believe these ones are the Heineken. Let me see. Yes, Heineken leaf. I forget what they do off the top of my head. Let me check actually. And, recipes. Well, uses, sorry. Of course there wouldn't be any recipes. Oh, that's right, it makes twine. Of course it can be used as a fuel. And twine can be used for string. Which kind of makes it a bit pointless, because see this thing here? That's flax. Oh no, wait, no, that's corn, I think. Well, one of these is flax. And I haven't got any flax here, so I can't show you, but flax seeds basically make this too high plant that's got a long stem like that, and it makes string, which is one of the reasons why I planted, so we could get the string to make a bed and get that going. I might as well get this Heineken whilst I'm at it. I figured I might as well plant them, you know, since we do actually need the string. How did these go again? It's just 4, yeah. Oh, that only made one piece of string. Oh, well, every little bit helps. But, yeah. You might notice this area is a bit flatter than it was before. That's because I had some creeper explosions here. And, well, including the ones you probably saw yesterday. So instead of fixing it all up back to the way it was, I just kind of flattened it down a bit. And yeah, I also cut down some trees. Mostly rubber trees, because I was looking for rubber to see what we got. I knew we had some around, just didn't know precisely where. But the ones I cut down were what type of rubber tree was it? The biomes one? Although, I forget which mod that comes in, but this is the industrial craft, I believe. Rubber tree. And I've only got one of those so far, so I didn't cut that down. They're the ones I'm talking about are the orangey looking colored ones. The ones with leaves like that. I think there was probably one here, but I cut it down. Don't see any more around to show you. Oh well. But essentially, the ones with the industrial craft have got this little sap type thing that you can get sap out of. I believe it's on this side. Yes. And that's why I kept those around, because you can constantly, periodically, get sap out of those, and you can turn that into rubber, whereas the other ones you just cut down. And this is my sword. It's a green sapphire. I guess that kind of tells you I've been mining a little. Not a lot, though. I found a little bit of stuff. It's not really anything to be proud of. Just kind of the basics, you know. Iron, got just over a stack. Haven't used any yet. Silver, Galena, I forget what that does. And my Skype just went off, so if you heard that, I'm sorry about that. Gallon of dust. I'll look at that later. But we have silver, some galena, some lead, some aluminum, some bauxite, tungsten, cinnabar, monazite. That's the MFS one. The quartz are useless. Zirconium's just a decorative block for the most part. Comes in 4 or 5 different colors. The water shards and the earth shards are from Thorncraft. The coal coke, I'm not sure if that comes from Industrial Craft or Railcraft, one of the two. And you might notice there's some texture problems with this texture pack. I don't know if I didn't install this properly or something, because these ones have got this white stuff over the textures, so I don't think that's meant to be visible, so I'm not sure if that's how they just are in the mod pack. And if I can't fix it, I'm probably just going to switch over to another texture pack. But here are the green sapphires I was talking about earlier. There's ruby, sapphire, and green sapphire. Haven't found ruby or the blue sapphires yet. But yeah, redstone. Basically, I probably should say this, but well, most of you have probably already played this mod pack before, so I shouldn't be explaining. But out of habit, I guess I should say that these are use them for tools and whatnot, and a couple of other recipes. The green sapphire is probably the most useless of the three, so if you had to pick one for the tools, the green sapphire would be it. So yeah, and of course I got a lot of eggs. I'm thinking of starting a chicken farm. by throwing the eggs and hoping to get 2 chickens when oh, wait, I have 15. Didn't notice that. Just so that we can get a constant supply of food. I need about 5 more pieces of string to get enough for a bed. And these are the shards of minium. I'm hoping to get 8 of these so I can make minium stone, which is a pretty helpful item in the beginning. And quartz is for, I forget what the mod pack's name is, but you can basically make a storage system with that. It's on the tip of my tongue and I just can't remember. Having a forgetful day today. This is just some creosote bottles that I found in a chest. They're not all that useful though, so I mean they give off a little bit of energy, but it's pretty when you use them. But it's less than 1 piece of coal. So 4k EU at 10 EU a tick, 3k EU at 8 EU a tick. So they're not very good. Basically I've just made just a small little mine shaft up to this point to get some supplies and whatnot. I found lava here, which might be useful, because you can use lava as a source of power, but it's not a very big lava source. It's just a little lake, from what I can see. I mean, it could expand out that way tons, but I really doubt it. It's just pretty small from the looks of it. But power is power, and I'm sure we could make use of it. And at the end here I found a mine shaft. Haven't explored it entirely yet. I've been neglecting it because of I haven't made any armor yet, and I saw cave spiders, so I was exploring this before I made this green sapphire sword, so I was worried I'd probably die. And I started a little mine shaft here. As you can see, it doesn't go very far. That was mainly because I found some redstone, and I was only using a stone pickaxe at the time, so I didn't get very far. And then later I just I wasn't mining, I just came down here to get the redstone so I'd have it. But yeah, I probably should have skipped to a part where I was further ahead, but I didn't really have time to get further ahead than this in the past 24 hours. So the only other option would have been to put up a Destiny Craft episode instead, and I didn't really feel like that today, so I decided to do an episode of our humble beginnings. But yeah, one thing I'd like to do today is a bit of exploring. I want to get up to this hill and just see, because I want to find the permanent location of our house. I mean, I can't really do much work on our house when we don't have a house yet. And there's I believe that started with an A, I believe. That blue stuff, it's for agricultural purposes. I'm having bad luck with names today. Yeah, pretty high here. Though honestly, this up here isn't as good as I thought. Ah, there's a rubber tree there from the other mod pack. They're basically the ones I cut down. And I just realized I've got like no food whatsoever. So I shouldn't even be up here. This looks kinda cool over here. I think we're in a good area overall. But I don't want to make the house up here. It just doesn't... I'm just not getting a house vibe from here. It's just like, eh. Though I'm liking our surroundings. Definitely can say that. I'll probably quarry out... Well, there was a swamp around, wasn't there? I'd probably mine out in the swamp direction first. But these little islands are cool. Just adds a bit of character. I'm going to look around for a bit. Well, on second thought, maybe I should do it on screen. Even though I'm probably going to die, you know, if I fall off these ledges and whatnot. There's a ravine here, that's interesting. I don't like ravines personally, but it's interesting to look at nonetheless. How to get down from here, though? Well, that worked. Doesn't seem a very deep ravine. That's kind of unusual. Doesn't seem very long either. I hope I don't get lost. Because I haven't been really paying any attention to where our house was. I think I would like to make a house around here. Around this lake. Although, looking at the terrain, it'd probably need to be... It'd probably need to be flattened out a bit. Oh, hello, lava. Nice to see you there. And I'm never coming back to you ever again. Well, that's not true. Maybe I will. I don't like the edge so much. I think I want to make a house around... No, not the lava. Around this, I think this has a kind of cool vibe to it. Like, no, not cool as in cool, but literally kind of relaxing kind of cool. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Though I'm not sure I have enough time in this episode to build the house. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm just going to get started on the house off screen. Though if I'll probably leave any kind of building that involves like new blocks or anything like that to until I do some on screen. So yeah, well, I may not even necessarily get that far. It depends on how long it is between the next episode, I suppose. Because I've still got to flatten all this out. You know, make it so that I can actually get around. Well, not get around, but build on. Now the only thing I've got to do is find my house. And that's what I'm looking for right now. And to make matters worse, I'm about to starve. Lovely. I don't think I brought any other food. Nope. I'd kill those chickens, but I need the eggs for later on. I remember I could see... Oh, another rubber tree. I remember I could see the pond or lake over there from the mountain, so we're still pretty close. There is actually a lot of chickens here. I think I'll kill one. And I don't think it... Oh yes, it did. But I still gotta get back to my house to eat it. I mean, I could eat it raw, but wouldn't do me much good that way. Ah, yeah, now I know where we are. We should be just, yep. There was the farm. I really need to expand the farm though. It's too small. And that gives us 3 pieces of wheat. That's a piece of bread. Which will help now. Won't solve our hunger issue, but if I get inside and cook this piece of chicken, then I should be good. At least for now. I'm probably gonna starve soon, but... Oh well. Actually... Oh. Well, it's night time now. I was just thinking I probably could make that chicken farm. Yeah. Right. I almost forgot. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I knew there was 2 bread in there, so we should be good. And of course, if worse comes to worse, we've still got 9 pieces of rotten flesh. I was going to get into thermal expansion today and make a pulverizer along with, you know, the standard form of power for it, which we got most of the ingredients. Would have needed to get some sand though. But yeah, I was going to get into that today, but looking at the time, this went on for surprisingly longer than I had anticipated. And yeah, we'll have to get into to that tomorrow. And hopefully I will have built some level of our house by then too. I'm sorry if this episode was another slow episode, but I wanted for us to find our location of our house together, because, you know, we're probably going to be there a long time, so I feel like it's an important thing. I'll probably do more mining off screen, but the house thing I figured should actually be at least found on screen, so then I can do at least a little bit of work off screen. Because this is going to be our main base once we get it up. I mean, we don't want to live here. I mean, I did have a few ideas what we could if we lived here, but I'm thinking probably what will happen, more likely, is that I'll make a giant factory here, and we will live somewhere else. And I think the area I found today is good for that. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Tomorrow we'll really get more into this mod pack, hopefully. So, if you did like the episode, leave a like or a comment, and I shall see you guys tomorrow.